Scuba diving opens up a majority of our world to us so that we can see and experience new things that most people can only see in a BBC documentary. As such, scuba divers often come back with some pretty awesome stories about what they've encountered under the waves. The key is to not make them sound too far-fetched. Otherwise, people just don't believe you. That or pictures. If there's pictures of it, then it probably happened.
Photoshop, mate.
Or is it deepfakes?
Deepfakes of fish. The Kraken.
Photoshop the face of a blue whale on a guppy or something. As with many things in life, if you're in the right place at the right time, then you'll be in for a treat. I'm not a huge fan of cameras and don't always bring one with me because they tend to distract me from the whole experience, but for those blessed with the skills and the equipment for underwater photography combined, they mean that you can also see the amazing encounters that they can see. And these people have been venturing farther to obscure areas of the globe and returning with evidence of the weird and wonderful that our planet has to offer. And there's also a clip of me and my mates just playing with a seal kind of mixed in here. That was pretty cool too. Okay, so the internet is full of diving stories, but most of them seem to be what happens when the worst things happen underwater. So let's try and kind of flip that around and get some more clips of some awesome dives. Let's take a look at some awesome encounters by divers. National Geographic photographer Paul Nicklin tells an amazing story about a leopard seal in Antarctica. Paul had gone south to try and photograph leopard seals in the wild to try to dispel the stereotype of them being vicious predators. His first experience on a rib with a leopard seal and a local guide was of a leopard seal in the water tearing a penguin apart and then bumping against the boat, to which the local guide tells Paul to get in the water. Apprehensive, Paul enters the water and the leopard seal displays a range of threatening behaviours before just disappearing. Then she returns with a penguin in her mouth and just releases it in front of Paul again and again. When Paul doesn't catch any of these penguins that are being sort of displayed to him, the leopard seal just wears another penguin down so it swims a bit slower in front of Paul, so it's easier to catch. It's almost as if the leopard seal is trying to teach Paul how to hunt, making it a little bit easier, and he just sucks at it. So much to the point that the leopard seal just presents him with a dead penguin in front of him, the easiest of prey. It's a great clip, so go check it out after you've watched this video.
You said awesome, yeah? All I heard in that story was dead penguins.
Oh yeah, the pictures are just visceral.
People don't like dead penguins, man.
If you've been diving in the Farne Islands, then you'll know about diving with seals. At the right time of year, these guys are like flying puppy dogs, and unlike anything else I've been diving with. A fish will let you get so close to it before just swimming off in disgust, but these guys will actively swim towards you, check you out, and play games if you send the right signals. This one was filmed by a friend of mine, Danny, and this one seal just kept coming back for attention. They don't get any food or protection or anything from us, just a bit of attention, and that's enough for them. Most are pretty timid and just kind of check you out from afar, or through the kelp forest where they're a bit safer, but some will tug on your fins and even come just for some cuddles. Just be sure to come back with all of your fingers. Most actually nibble and sort of mouth gently, but if they wanted to, they could chomp down. This one evidently didn't because I've still got all my fingers, but usually the usual wild animal rules apply. Let them come to you and let them leave when they want to. Be patient and of course be quiet. If you ask most people on the street for a list of the most scariest things for them, diving with sharks is probably most likely going to be on most people's top 5s, but not for most of us divers, and especially for Ocean Ramsey. Ocean is a professional freediver, scuba instructor, marine biologist, and model, and she started the marine research and conservation company Water Inspired. Now, Ocean actively seeks to freedive with sharks, and thanks to her background in marine biology and behavior, she can get closer to sharks and be photographed doing so to prove to other people that sharks aren't the bloodthirsty fish many people still think they are. By actively going out and freediving with as many different sharks as possible, she hopes to dispel the hungry shark stereotype propagated by Hollywood and Shark Week, so people will eventually understand that sharks aren't out to get us and they're just big fish. The ocean allows life to grow larger than on land, and in our lifetimes we have the largest animal known to ever call Earth its home, the blue whale. Upwards of 30 meters or 100 foot in length, blue whales are rare to ever see in the wild, and most footage is aerial shots because they're just so darn hard to track down and predict where they're going to pop up. So encountering them in the water is a true privilege. If you're in the right place at the right time, like these guys from ScubaZoo, you can see these giants cruise past, but you've got to be quick because they dive a little bit deeper than you can and they can get there a darn sight faster too. Thrown in the water not too far from Timor-Leste, these guys are lucky enough to be in the water with these giants as they migrate south. The trick is to place yourself as near as you can to where they're going to be on the surface next. Well, our audience is pretty large now, so you guys should have a few stories to tell of your own diving encounters. Just remember the golden rule, make it believable or bring proof. If you enjoyed this video, then a couple others have probably just popped up on the screen, or you could just wait a little bit and let YouTube's autoplay do its thing. But if you really enjoyed this video, then you need to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click that little bell icon to become part of the crew. Thank you for watching, and of course, safe diving. We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.